Well, it started with me looking at the idea of journey between places because I was commuting for the course. So I was commuting from Dublin. I enjoyed the experience of coming here every weekend, but it did start to make things that I had taken for granted sort of slightly cast in a different light. I kind of just let myself be drawn to what I was drawn to, and once I looked at my edit and I made a more concise edit, the series became more clear to me. It kind of told me what it was about. I spent a lot of time thinking, okay, what could I do? A really interesting photographic project, and that was for me. I just like, that's a recipe for something contrived. So I just wanted it to sort of speak for itself.
The reason why I started doing this project is because I moved to London for like almost 2 years, but I rarely know anybody from London. So I'm just wondering, where are those people from? And then since they're not living in their hometown, then where is their home? And how do they understand the concept of home? And then the course inspired me that I should probably expand this idea of the cupboards and fridges, like to do kind of like a portrait of that, and then to showing those kind of people's status, that how they live in London.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I came to this course, and somehow I ended up in a totally different place than I expected to be, because I loathe analog photography. I decided to adapt a cheap Canon DLSR into a pinhole. What I ended up with were transparencies that I put on a light board and then rephotographed with a macro lens to kind of play with the idea of the digital versus the reality.
This area of Ireland is very, very important to me for a variety of different reasons. I pass these properties all the time. I grew up in this area. I know it very, very well. Literally, to get into them, you have to go over brambles, and physically nature is swallowing them up. A lot of them you can't even see, just a bit of the roofs. And you obviously have to, the roof, even as I was in there, bits of roof were falling on me. So it will disappear within, I'd say, 10 years.
This is a continuation with the first project I did for the first PPA course in February. It's been a really great course because I've been out of photography for the past 10 years. It's been a great comeback. At first I wasn't super comfortable getting back into photography because I've been so unsure for the past 10 years as to how I'm going to be doing this. And then from the first project, like, things started working again. So, and from there, just I ended up making this.